Request object. ASP objects. What are all the objects we have seen? We have seen 6 different objects. That is request, response, application, session, server, object, context. These are all the models we have seen already. Along with that, ASP object 3.0, ASP 3.0 version, they have added one more model that is called error object. So now we are going to see briefly about the first one, that is request object. So the roadmap for the request object, you have syntax, collections, properties, methods, and few nodes to be followed, and request server variables. So how, now see this diagram, how request objects functioning. One end you can see this is the user, this is a server. So what are all the where the request objects gets invoked? If the user requests any file to the server, there the request object gets invoked. Sometimes the server send the cookies to get the information about the user. There also the request objects invokes from the web clients. So the request object can receive all the data on the form plus information about the current user. The request object contains several collections, each of which represent a different set of information that can be returned from the client. Let's see the syntax of our request object. The request object retrieves the values that the client browser passed to the server during an HTTP request. So let's see the syntax. Request dot, it may be a collection or it may be a property or it may be a methods. See here it is a square bracket, it is an optional one along with that variable. So let's see the objects collection. The request object, you have 5 different collections are there. So first one is client certificate object. Each client certificate object in the client certificate collection represent a certificate field that the web client returns, and that identifies the client. Mainly it is used to identify the client. So client certificate object is mainly identifies the client who is this. Then next let's see the next collection, that is called cookies. So the cookies collection contains a set of web cookies where each cookies contains a small amount of information about the web users, and the values of the cookies are sent in the HTTP request. So the request dot cookies command is used to get the cookies value. Regarding the cookies collection, we are going to see elaborately with the suitable example program when we study the next object, which is called a response object. There we will study the detailed processing of cookies. So next object, forms. Then the forms is a collection that contains a set of form object, and each object represents a HTML form. The values of the form elements in the HTTP request body. For example, a form collection in its simplest use, how the form retrieves the values from a form. The form uses the post method. The information sent is invisible to others. So next query string, another collection, that is fourth collection. So the query string collection contains a set of added URL arguments, the values of the variables in the HTTP query string. For example, let's see elaborately in end of this session with the right example. The example for query string, send a query information when a user clicks on a link. So how to send a query information to a page within a link and retrieves the information on the destination page, which is in this example the same page. Then the last collection, that is server variables. Server variable collection contains set of server environment variable. So the values of predetermined environment variable. For example, get the server variable, how to get the visitor's browser type, IP address and more. See here, we have seen the collection form. In the form what we have been studied from the link itself. See here. Sorry, from the form itself how we are going to get some information. See here, ASP source. Here you have a form. So here we are using the method is called post method. Here we are going to collect two information, that is first name and last name. After collecting the same, we are going to give a submit button. You have to see the example. Query collection, how the link itself we incorporating the query and as well as answer for the same. See here the H reference, you know, that is a link which is called example file. When you click the example, you will get an answer for this query, that is color is equal to green. When the server variables, here the HTTP user agent one server variable, remote address it is one server variable, remote host one server variable, request method one server variable. Like that, whatever the information you need, you have a lot of server variables are available. Using that you can collect the information. See here, the first one, you are going to collect the server variable information, that is HTTP user agent. Here they have given the user agent details. If you want to get an IP address of the system, then the remote address you can use as the server variable, then there you will be getting your IP address. So such a way you have to get whatever the information you may be required, you can collect using the server variables. Now let's move on to request object property. Request object property, we have only one request object property which is called total bytes. Total byte property is a read-only property that returns the total number of bytes the client sent in the body of the request. So syntax for the same, that is this is the variable we have been created, user defined variable, which is equal to request dot total bytes is the syntax. So the following code sets the variable equal to the total number of bytes sent in the body of the request. For example, dim a is equal to request dot total bytes. If it is a long integer, it may be reserved for 4 bytes. It may be a double, then it may be reserved for the concerned memory. Next, in the request object, you have only one method, that is called a binary read. Retrieves the data sent to the server from the client as part of the post request. Variables parameters are setting that they specify the item to be retrieved from the collection or to be used as an input for the method or property. So syntax for the methods, request dot binary read of count. The count specifies how many bytes to read from the client. Important note, we have seen the 5 different collections. Then if you need for example, all the variable can be accessed directly by calling request variable without the collection name. In this case, the web server searches the collection in the following order. If you specify, it will follow that order. If you have not specified, then this is the default order. Query string first, then form, then next cookies, then client certificate, then server variables. This is the order followed by the ASP request object. If the variable with the same name exists in more than one collection, the request object returns the first instance that the object encounters. It strongly recommends that when referring to member of the server variable collections, the full name be used. For request dot server variable, the server variable collections is used to retrieve the server variable values. The syntax for the same, request dot server variables, the value of that is the server variable. The server variable name of the server variable to retrieve. You have a lot of collections. CRT underscore cookie returns unique ID for the client certificate as a string. CRT underscore flags. Bit 0 is set to 1 if the client certificate is present, and bit 1 is set to 1 if the certification authority of the client certificate is not valid. CERT underscore issuer returns the issuer field of the client certificate. This is everything regarding the certificate relevant server variables. Next, content underscore length returns the length of the content as sent by the client. So these are all the variables relevant to content. Here see these are all the things HTTP protocol based variables. Here remote machine related variables, remote machine address, remote machine host, remote user, these are all the value will get returned